two-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, 5-time MVP, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Walter Peyton Man of the Year, 7-time First Team All-Pro, 3-time Second Team All-Pro, 14-time Pro Bowler, Peyton Manning. I put him back in Madden to help him rise the Colts to a playoff berth. Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever grace this planet. And he was an absolute legend for the Colts, bringing them to more success than they've ever had before. The Colts now have Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, which is one of the worst quarterback rooms in the entirety of the league. So I decided to bring Peyton Manning back to see if he can bring the Colts out of this hole that they've dug themselves into. So I took him from his prime years of Madden, gave him a 99 overall, and copied all of his stats exactly how they were. 6'5", 229, 49 years old. Hopefully it doesn't make him like a 20 overall by the end of the year, but we'll see. 96 throw power, 99 deep accuracy, 99 medium accuracy, 99 short accuracy, 99 awareness, which actually in the game was a 100 awareness, but I obviously can't give him to him. 97 throw on the run, 99 play action, 99 under pressure. The #1 quarterback in the entirety of the NFL. He is disgusting. We don't have to pay attention to his secondaries. They really disrespected their quarterbacks back then. I mean, yes, he has 99 injury stamina, 90 toughness, but he has 59 speed, 55 acceleration, 65 carrying, 54 agility, 46 trucking, 35 spin move, 25 stiff arm. It's a little bit disrespectful. Obviously, I had to give my guy Omaha an ability literally made after him after his signature audible, Omaha, Omaha. Otherwise, I didn't touch his superstar abilities. They gave him Homer, Agile Extender, Quick Draw, Sleight of Hand, No Look Deadeye, and this is one of the nastiest quarterbacks I've ever built. And he's going to be paired up with the likes of people like Jonathan Taylor, Quentin Nelson. That's it that they have on their offense. He has some interesting weapons with Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, Adonai Mitchell, and Ashton Doolin. Tyler Warren was their first overall selection, and the rest of this line is mediocre. I mean, you have Brent Ryman. Everybody else is a little bit shaky. And this defense has some great stars as well. I mean, you have Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner on the inside, Charvarius Ward and Kenny Moore on the outside when it comes to corners, and one of the best middle line, or one of the most underrated middle linebackers in the NFL at middle linebacker. I think this team will be just fine. But before we hop into the season and see how Peyton Manning does, we're going to hop into a quick game. And with Madden 25, I'm going to start a new trend that we're going to do where we're going to hop into games of a series that I call Madden Madness. As you guys know, if you're familiar with my channel, I have so many insanely weird rosters that I build with different players, and it moves everybody around. So my thought is that I would make one save file with all these weird changes in it, and we're just going to see how weird it gets throughout the season. Currently, this is only the second video that I've done on it, so the only chance we have of encountering something is with Drew Brees, who's a 95 overall quarterback. But we're going to randomize two teams and hop into it, play the full game, and then we're going to see how Manning does. Hello everybody, it's your highlight hitter here. Our random opponent was the Los Angeles Rams. Starting off, Matthew Stafford low-key started to dot us up. Puka Nacua was going off breaking tackles. We were playing sloppy defense overall, and they were really starting to drive. By the way, I'm just showing you guys all like the 10+ yard plays or any third downs that occur to make it nice and easy. But they were driving really quickly on us before Matthew Stafford got himself into a sticky situation, taking a sack, and then doing a horrible RPO, setting them up for a field goal. But your Indianapolis Colts defense was able to block it and give us back the ball. Peyton Manning then took the field for the first time. A nice ball to Alec Pierce for a big first down. Play action was killing them, so he kept going back at it. Josh Downs this time with the nice little hurdle. A play action boot did not work though. Brought us back 8 yards, making us have to settle for a field goal, and we got it. And that'll end the first quarter of the play, or the first quarter of the entire game already, as the Rams get it for their second possession. Kyron Williams on 2nd and 7 got it really close. Matthew Stafford couldn't sneak it in, meaning that they had to punt to us. Then the Colts got their second possession again. Mo Alley Cox with a gigantic run after the catch. Manning stepped back and threw it to JT, and he was able to force a first down somehow. Looking to throw, he hits a man on a slant on 3rd and 8 and got it. 2nd inches, Jonathan Taylor was able to bring it really up close. And then on 3rd and goal, Peyton Manning threw a nasty ball to Michael Pittman Jr. on the corner route, getting the Colts their first touchdown of the game and the first touchdown of the entire game for either side. The extra point was, of course, good. And here started the Rams' redemption drives. They were already down 10. Puka Nacua kept breaking tackles more and more, and Matthew Stafford gave a gigantic touchdown to Tutu Atwell with less than a minute on the clock. Shiken decided to blitz, and that's just the punishment that he got for trying to do something like that. Extra point was almost blocked. Tried to get you with that one. It was good. All right, so that brings us to the end of half. Peyton Manning was trying to just get anything that he could here. No timeouts at this point, and I'm just showing you every single play that happens because every single play was legendary. Tyler Warren across the center, tried to get out of bounds, couldn't do it with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Manning throws up a ball, and Alec Pierce catches it. He goes up and gets it to end the half. 0 seconds on the clock. An electric way to end the half. An electric way to keep all of the momentum on the Indianapolis Colts side. Extra point was up and good, giving them a 10-point lead going in to the halftime. It was looking really good, and it was time to try and seal this game. We received starting the half. Manning threw a disgusting ball. See his lack of speed there, though. A disgusting sack by Jared Verse set us up for 3rd and 11, but Peyton Manning threw a perfect ball directly in the seam. Play action. He gives it to Michael Pittman Jr. Best juke of all time. Michael Pittman Jr. somehow turns that when he was surrounded by 5 Rams into a touchdown because he is Michael Pittman Jr. Extra point, of course, good. We're going to keep it that same way. Stafford is going to find a wide open Davante Adams through the seam. Followed it up with a play action pass and a big completion to Davante Adams once again. He was carving up our defense. Another big play here to Tutu Atwell. Gigantic hit on the play, but that set Kyren Williams up for a 1st and goal touchdown. Easy as it can possibly be. Nobody even touched him. It was really embarrassing for us. All right, that led us to a good extra point and a spotlight on Michael Pittman Jr. for 4 for 4, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Manning looking to throw on his fifth drive. It was a disgusting catch by Alec Pierce, one of the best that we've seen today. And that'll end the quarter, bring us to the final quarter of the game, up 10 still. All right, so that leads us back to Manning. On the first play of the quarter, Jonathan Taylor, gigantic touchdown. It was disgusting. He just burnt through everybody, not touched, just like Kyren Williams was. A true inspiration to all Jonathans around the world. He hits a nice little jig. That leads us to the extra point, which, as on that guy, it was good. Trujillo stays on his streak. Stafford pressured, looking to throw, hit as he throws, and Scott takes it in. It was a great play, and that really shifted all the momentum, basically sealing the game for us. Then it was a big run out of Jonathan Taylor, kept going, and then ended up being a gigantic touchdown. Tyler Warren breaks a tackle, jukes a man out, and all these defenders are on an ice rink here. Nothing that you can do about it. Tyler Warren, the rookie. So then that brought us to a extra point, which, as I am the guy, I completed it because I'm him, simply put. All right, Matthew Stafford trying to get something to go before the 2-minute warning. Got a couple of good completions here, some open men, some non-taken assignments, but that led us to the 2-minute warning, where they now had to do the impossible, somehow find a way to win. Stafford goes over the middle to Tutu Atwell for a big gain, and then he goes end zone in. Disgusting. I tried to get you there. Disgusting catch. Davante Adams showing his true self, absolutely mossing the defender. But, all right, he tried to go for the 2-point. I know I thought that was, I'm reading something wrong. On the last play of the game, though, we got to force a run, and they couldn't do anything, ending the game for the Colts, making us be a winner, which must be how it completely went the rest of the season, right? We must have been undefeated with Peyton Manning. Speaking of Peyton Manning, here's his stats. Perfect pass rating, 322 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 87% completion, and that's just disgusting. So, not quite what I expected. We went 6-11 and finished 14th in the AFC, which is not good for us at all. Somehow the Texans went 13-4. I don't know how that happens with the Patriots going 11-6. But we did not make the playoffs in this very weird universe. Let's check out stats. We had literally the most mid offense in the entirety of the NFL. Defensive, oh wow, we were literally the worst. Okay. Peyton had an okay year, I guess. He was all right. 3,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 picks, 66%. Not incredible, but also not horrible. You know, it's a really mid-season. It's only 7 picks is all right. 30 touchdowns is all right. 3,400 yards is all right. He finished 19th in passing yards. He finished 13th in passing touchdowns and 27th in interceptions and 18th in completion percentage. So a very all right season, but nothing that's going to take us to the playoffs, obviously. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor was great. Almost 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. Very similar to the season that he had last year, except this time he played all 17 games. 5.7 yards per carry is great. Josh Downs led receiving and had a great 14 touchdowns. Not 1,000 yards, but really close. Jalen Travis led up 8 sacks. I don't love to see that, but honestly, as it stands, that's nice for having a rookie do that and also having that be the leader on our team. Zaire Franklin putting up Zaire Franklin numbers, getting 124 tackles. Kwity Paye put up 15 TFLs, which is great. We had a stacked D-line. 11.5 sacks out of D-Buck. 6 picks out of Kenny Moore is great. Jalen Charlie is having 9 deflections is also very good for us. A forced fumble out of Moore, Bynum, and Rodney Thomas. I mean, that's the lockdown secondary. Block kicks out of Ibukam, Paye, and Lewis. And that's it for our defensive stats. Maddox Trujillo had a nice little year. I mean, 100% from extra point is good. 83% from field goal is not great, but a 57 long is nice, especially for a rookie, which I don't really know how they progress in Madden. Here's our punter stats from Rigoberto Sanchez. And with that, we're going to sim to the end of the season just to see what happened, and then we're going to end off this video. So the Bills get their first ever Super Bowl in a matchup that I think we would all love to see. The Bills beating Lions 28-21. Super Bowl MVP was Josh Allen. NFL MVP was Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year is Mike Vrabel. I'm not shocked. Offensive Player of the Year is Pat Mahomes as well. Defensive Player of the Year is Josh Hines Allen. And this is where it gets really, really, really weird. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Peyton Manning, who technically is a rookie because I didn't, like, you can't add any years on somebody's career, so I would have had to take somebody else out of the league to add him, but I thought that was just a better way. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nick Scorton on the Panthers. But that is going to do it for the video, everybody. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe. Comment on any other players who you want me to do this with. I'm already thinking about doing like an Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys because they have Javonte Williams. Maybe some other holes filled in with some different players. And I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and goodbye.